What is going on, nation, and welcome back to another episode here on the channel as we're back here for some more Road to Glory here with Bryce Calhoun. This is episode 43, and today we are going to be in the SEC championship game here as we're taking on Oklahoma. Yes, Oklahoma in this matchup, as the two of course met each other several times already. Now I want to say this is our second time now meeting up with them here in the season, as Oklahoma, of course, I believe we defeated them actually just a few weeks ago, or which we have just a couple episodes ago. I want to say about 2 or 3 episodes ago, we faced them in a matchup back in Oklahoma, taking on the Sooners, and a very close game there, 33-32, I believe it was. That was the score, as we were able to march down the field and get a touchdown, and of course take over that game and a nail clincher there, as you see, right there in week 12 to be exact. So yeah, really good matchup there. We got that win, and now we're trying to see if we can try to have a better performance against them this time around, which is going to be pretty tough because Oklahoma, they have a really tough defense that put us did some good damage to us last time. Now, of course, we did not turn the ball over against them, but they did rough up Bryce pretty good there in the pocket. Of course, a lot of times most of those were coming out of the pocket there, as Bryce was trying to get he's trying to extend the play there some, or try to get some rushing yards of his own. But they will definitely be up for the challenge here today, as we are trying to, of course, punch our ticket into the 12-team college football playoffs, which are just around the corner here. And of course, this is our pretty much our last chance too for Bryce to, of course, get his chance to try to win the Heisman Trophy, as he's one of the top 5 candidates for that award going into today's game. And of course, we'll have to see if we can have a really good performance here with him. Try to get some touchdowns through the air, as well as some rushing yards to help him out as well. As I believe, if I remember correctly, I think he's still in the top. He's by far the favorite right now going into this week. Now for Oklahoma, of course, like I said before, we played them back in week 12, and they've had a kind of a roller coaster of a year. In the season, 8-4, 2-6. Or I should say 6-2. They're in the SEC, finishing number 2, which gets them the right to be in the SEC championship game. They lost that game against us, and of course, then they turned around and lost again the following week against a ranked Washington Huskies team. So they've now lost 2 straight, and really trying to pump the brakes here, and of course, get themselves a chance to, of course, get a bid into the college football playoffs. Now, you see our former team, Kennesaw State, who has a season of a 93 record, 5-2 in the Conference USA there. They entered into the top 25 there, jumping up about 3 spots there from number 25 to 22. And there you see, of course, some others that got knocked out of the top 25. It's been a crazy last couple of weeks here in this season, as some of the teams that you normally wouldn't see drop or lose a game, especially the important games, they have been doing so here. So Brown is right behind us in the top there when it comes to Heisman, and of course Riola. Sellers, who it's a pretty good matchup there. We could possibly see, if we do happen to win today's game, we could be seeing South Carolina somewhere down the line there, and that's a dangerous team that I'm not really thinking we're too ready for there. I think last time, if I remember correctly, I think we had a pretty close encounter there with them in that matchup with South Carolina. So we got a bit of a who's who when it comes to this possible playoff run that we're trying to get. But right now, first and foremost, we have to worry about Oklahoma, as you see some of their top players there. Of course, you got Taylor, Bowen, of course, that strong safety, and of course Lewis, one of their top outside linebackers there, who is definitely going to be keeping a close watch on our quarterback, and I would imagine he will definitely be assigned to go after Bryce if he happens to go out of the pocket. There you see some of the injuries as well. They got 2 guards actually, a left and a right guard, with a PCL tear and an MCL tear. They'll be both out of today's game as well. Kick off here and see. We'll get the ball here first as Robinson runs this one out of the backfield there for some positive yardage. 2nd and 4 coming up here. The ball their own 26 as Bryce here drops back in the pocket, throws this one off to the left-hand side, and that's going to be a nice catch there to, of course, help move the chains. So we are here in ATL, just not far from Athens, just about a half-hour drive or so south of Athens, as we're trying to, of course, win the SEC championship for the 2nd year in a row, and of course, try to go back-to-back national champions. Of course, Bryce was not a part of that, team last season, as he is a transfer coming into this season, and has really did a great job here of gelling and, of course, putting in the work here as a Bulldog to, of course, help them, and, of course, help himself too, as he's trying to get a more recognized brand and, of course, get some more notoriety when it comes to college football here with those NIL deals that he's been getting. It's been very helpful for him, and we'll see, of course, if he can get this team back into the national spotlight once again as national champions. If they've been pretty much playing excellent football all season long. As you'll see, a handoff there. 3rd and 2 coming up here. So far, this drive's been pretty good, as we'll see another handoff, and Robinson is just going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker, and of course the drive will have to come to an end. No score there, but we do get the ball back here in a pretty good position here, as we'll see a 1st and 10. Ball on the 40, passed up there. That's going to be tipped away. Good job there from the defender making the stop. Of course, that one I believe we're trying to get to Humphreys there on the pass. So Humphreys, and of course, you got a deep pass situation here as we see this one being thrown. That's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. As the Bulldogs get a first 6 points of the day here against Oklahoma, as that is Anthony Evans III, as he has been one of our key top receivers here and does a great job there of breaking away from his defender. Wasn't so much so like that a couple of weeks ago when we were playing Oklahoma. Oklahoma is really sticky, staying very close to us in the receiving game, but that's pretty much exactly what happened in the cases of Calhoun here, trying to get out of the pocket and try to roll out and try to, like I said, just try to stress the play just a little bit more. As this team was just really doing a good job of covering pretty much all our receivers. Really, it seemed like every chance we had a throw, we had a small window to get to, and a lot of times we were not, for the most part, really, I would say probably about 80% or maybe 85% of the time, we did not have that window. That window opened or closed, or I should say open and closed very quickly, and not able to get to the ball to the receiver. See a quick pass there. That's going to be made, and that's going to be at the 47. We'll see now what they can do here on this 3rd down. 3rd downs, of course, have not been too kindly to us here against Oklahoma, especially in the last game. I think we fell somewhere around 45% in the 3rd down conversions. And today could be another one here, as we've only got one so far here against them, and looking to get our 2nd one. So that's the end of the 1st quarter. It's 7-0. So it's a little bit of a better score than last time. I think last time I don't think we were able to score for quite a while there against Oklahoma. I think it was like midway through the 2nd quarter when we were able to actually get down the field and make a shot at the play. I see a pass there. That's just going to be no good there. I thought we had a good mismatch there, but could not get that one to the receiver, as that'll be an incomplete pass, and that'll be, of course, force us to punt. We'll see now the ball here on their own 23-yard line. It's Georgia still has the ball, has the lead right now here, as we'll see a quick hit there as Bryce tried to come up and do a little play action there. But it's going to be quickly stopped as he gets drilled there by the defender. Pass now being tossed over there to the left-hand side. That ball is going to be caught. It's going to be down the field. That's a nice catch there, as Evans, a third, gets another great catch here. We'll see now what he can do here on this 1st and 10. Man in motion. That'll be Robinson. The play clock running down here to 5, and he's got to hurry up and snap this one. It stops at 3. Hand off to Robinson, and he is trying to, of course, maneuver his way around the line there and try to get in position to get that first. We'll see what they can do here on 2nd and 5. Ball on their own, or I should say on the 41-yard line of Oklahoma, as we're able to again get in position here now on their side of the field. We'll see at that 1st down. We'll see now what we can do here on this 1st and 10. Ball there on Oklahoma's 29-yard line. And we'll see a pass here. That one's going to go up the middle there. And that one's going to be broken up, as Calhoun again trying to stretch out the play, but at the same time trying to see if he can go down the field here with his legs. But he was wise of it and decided just to go ahead and try to see if he can make a pass, toss down the field. 3rd and 10 coming up. Bryce Calhoun now running off to the right-hand side. Gets a little bit of room here for himself. Gets a nice block, and he's going to be stopped at the 22, as he is just 3 yards short of getting to that 1st down. Ball on the 19-yard line, as I believe they go ahead and they, for whatever reason, they took us out, and they were able to get the 1st down on a quick run. So they took us out of that 4th down. Converting that for a 4th down. They put in another quarterback here, but 2nd and 4 coming up after a successful 4th down. Moving the ball just a little bit more here now, as we're on the Oklahoma 13. Pass there, screen pass there to Robinson. Robinson's going to run this one in here. He's going to get all the way down to the 6-yard line, and that's going to be a new set of downs here. 1st and goal coming up. Ball placed at the 6. Calhoun here rolls out here, looks up, fires this one there. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. As Evans again gets into the end zone and gets his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job there, as he looks like he's our go-to guy here today, as he's done an excellent job getting these passes here, and of course finding a way to get away from his defender. In that case, he was a little slightly covered there, but he was able to get to the football and of course make his way up the field there, fighting for that touchdown. So now Oklahoma gets on the board themselves, as they'll get 7 points of their own. It's now a 1-possession lead here, as we're still in the 1st half of the ball game. Minute 25 after a pass there to Ray. He gets a huge 1st down there for us. Nice chunks of yards down that play. 1st and 10, ball to 47. Calhoun, of course, looking to try to get down the field here, as he's trying to get some points now before the half. As that ball is going to be broken up there. Now looking at 2nd and 10. Still at the 47-yard line. That's Bryce Calhoun here. Has to throw this one on a quick throw there, as he's trying to wait out here and try to get his halfback there in position to get the ball, but he had to throw that one away quickly. They are able to get to the 38-yard line there of the Oklahoma Sooners, as we'll see Robinson gets a nice run up the middle there, and not enough time to get themselves set up for a field goal there, as that'll be your half, as it's a 1-possession lead here for Georgia, which is obviously really expected it. We only beat them by 1 point back in week 12, and here we are now, just down or up by a possession here. It's gonna be even trickier to make any headway here and try to at least get some more points. Field goals I think might be coming to a premium here if we can't score touchdowns here. So we definitely got to, we just can't be leaving points out there. If we're in field goal range, we got a decent kicker. He can kick at least 45s. maybe a 50 there for us. So we'll definitely have to take up on that offer there if we're having to of course, forced to be in that if we're in that situation there. Ball now on the still on their side of the field here is Georgia. Quarterback there. Calhoun has to get rid of it as he has to throw that one away. Don't want to lose yardage there on the sack. As he, of course, throws that one there quickly. Now 3rd and 10 coming up. It's Calhoun here again. Drops back in the pocket. That ball's going to be tipped away. Jeez. I guess every time I see plays like that, just like thinking like, oh, please do not catch that whatsoever. We do not need a turnover here in this situation at this time of the game. Pass there is going to be completed. Great catch. That's going to be a first down there for the Georgia Bulldogs. Bulldogs now looking at a new fresh set of downs here on their own 40. As that's going to, of course, we'll see Robinson there, of course, move the ball there just up a yard there. 2nd and 9 coming up as they'll drop back here. Quick pass there across the middle. As that's going to put him now at a 3rd and 2. Ball's near midfield. And we're looking to try to, of course, keep this drive alive. But unfortunately, looks like we're going to have to come off the field there as we threw a quick pass there. Incomplete. It'll be a 4th and 3. Still 14-7 game. Georgia leads it by possession. We'll see a play clock running down now to 5. Got to go hurry up and snap this here as we see a quick, oh, no, never mind. Not quick at all. As we just couldn't even couldn't get the ball out of our hands there as we get pushed back, and that's going to be a loss of 11. As we'll see if we can try to get that yardage back, and of course try to get some positive yardage here, more or less, upfield. As we see a pass there, that's tipped away. And now we're looking at a 3rd and 21. And like I said, this defense is very, very sticky. They do like to not give up too much here. And, of course, there you see we get slammed again. And that one is going to be a loss of, I believe, 12 on that play. As now we'll see a 1st and 10. We're able to get down the field as we got actually had a kick return, or I should say a punt return, and got a nice return on a touchdown there on special teams. So that's 21-7. As we go ahead and take the final play there of the 3rd quarter. 3rd quarter is 21-7, as we do have a nice 2-possession lead. Let's see if we can hold on to it, as we have been doing a pretty good job here with time possession here. We got to do more so here in this quarter just alone. 3rd and 4 coming up here, as we'll see a line being shifted here. Ball on the 26 as Calhoun here goes around here and gets hit as he throws there. As the edge rusher there, Lewis there, does a great job there getting hold of the quarterback and making sure he does not make a good solid play toss there. As we'll see now, 1st and 10 is Oklahoma able to get 3 points of their own, making it now a 21-10 ball game. 6:50 left here, still plenty of time for Oklahoma to try to get back in this ball game, but of course, our job here offensively is try to score here. I think one more score, or at least if we can get a score here, that game, this game will be definitely over with. But a field goal still keeps them, and of course us, in suspense. As of course, we don't defensively, we got to make a nice stop if we can do so here in this quarter. 3rd and 2, as Calhoun here drops back, has made some changes there on the line. Calhoun here throws this one, but he's going to get hit as he threw that football there, and no such luck with that one getting to with anybody. But we're lucky enough that Oklahoma turns the ball over here, so they give us a short field as they're able to turn the ball over. We'll see what we can do now, see if we can take advantage of it here. 1st and 10, ball in the 15, and that ball's thrown there, as Lucky gets the catch there for a gain of 2. Looking to see what we can do here now inside their 20. As, like I said, the defense did a great job there forcing the turnover. Calhoun now taking the ball here. He's going up the field here. He should have been smart. He should have ran to the sidelines there. He could have definitely had that ball stripped from him. That would not have been good. But he is able to hold on to it for Ball getting to the 5-yard line. Now Calhoun now is going to call his number. He's going to run this one in there himself, and he's going to get a rushing touchdown. Nice job there from Bryce Calhoun. As he gets a nice little scamper up on the right-hand side as he finds his way into the end zone. And Calhoun trying to add some more points there for his ball club, but more importantly, more style points there for his, of course, chance to get to the Heisman as he's looking to move on and get to the, try to win his Heisman Trophy this season. He is one of the front runners for it, as we see now the last 30 seconds, or less 39 seconds now here in the ball game. All we're going to do is do a kneel down here as Oklahoma pretty much burned all their timeouts. They're going to run. No, never mind. Excuse me. They're going to run this one. And Oklahoma apparently does still have one timeout left remaining here. So now, ball at the 46. Looks like they're going to go ahead and just try to run a play here. Hand off to Robinson. Robinson going to get snagged up in the backfield there. And now that's the second timeout. Now, I could have sworn. I can't really tell if they have. It's kind of hard telling if they have timeouts or not. It doesn't really. I'm imagining they have one more timeout left. So we're now 33 seconds left here. 3rd and 10. Try to get the first down. And we got to get this one there, I think 35. Pass there. That's going to be completed. And that's going to go all the way down. Nice pass from Bryce Calhoun. And that'll be the last timeout now here for Oklahoma. As now they're going to go in victory formation. And go ahead and now be crowned as your SEC champions for this season here. And they're looking, of course, taking their time here, making Oklahoma sweat here. And they're going to go ahead and take the nail down. And that is going to be your ball game. That's Bryce Calhoun. And the Georgia Bulldogs are your SEC champions for this season. Nice job. As they pull off a nice victory here. And a decent one here for them. This time against Oklahoma. Did a better job playing them offensively and, most importantly, defensively. Defense really stepped up to the plate here compared to the last time. They just kept getting us in trouble and kept really put the pressure on us to try to get back the lead, especially on that very last drive of the ball game. The fans here in Atlanta should be enjoying this one here as the Bulldogs get the 28-17 victory here. It's Mercedes-Benz Dome or Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Let's take a look there. Pretty good offense, 300 yards total offense, 262 for Oklahoma. 27 of 66 in a rushing touchdown. 31 of 77 for Oklahoma on the ground. 15 of 29 and 2 touchdowns for us. 16 of 25 and 2 touchdowns there for Oklahoma. Like I said, third down conversions here, we're at 33%. Wow. And Oklahoma only had 1 third down conversion out of the 12 they attempted. Put them at 8%. So yeah, that was really the big story there in that one there. They were not able to convert on third downs. Really, if anything at all here today. Turnover wise, it says no turnovers, but I could have sworn that, of course, the sim bug in this game is weird, because I could have sworn it said there was a turnover. That's why we had the short field there. But yeah, and then of course there you see time possession, of course, in our favor. 15 and 29, 240 or 234, 2 touchdowns there for Bryce Calhoun. Robinson 19 and 63 on the ground, no rush touchdowns for him. But Calhoun 7 for -4 and a rushing touchdown for him. Ray 6 catches for 105 yards, no touchdowns. But Evans 3 catches for 77 and 2 touchdowns for the Georgia Bulldogs. And then of course defensively here, you see some of the numbers there. Top defensive tackle there was Allen. Of course Harris, your top sack, he had 2. No interceptions. And of course defensively, You see a couple of deflections. But yeah, this is a good game. Defense, I'm really proud of them. They did an excellent, better job than like I said last time around. Because last time around, man, they really had us sweating there. It's like, oh my God, can you guys put up a quick 3 and out on them so we can get the ball back and try to hold on to the lead and maybe try to add some points to the lead. But it's just like, nope. As soon as they get the Oklahoma got the ball, they're able to go down the field, take back the lead. It's like, okay, offense, it's back to you guys again. You guys got to go back down here and go score again, because our defense just cannot make any stop. But that was not the case in this time around here, so they definitely did a good job there. Definitely put in the effort, and of course the great work on watching video and really find able to find ways to stop Oklahoma from their offense from really getting anything going there. So, but yeah, really happy to see that to be the case. And now we look and see who we're going to be facing off here after this first round is played. You see Road Dog upgraded there, so now it's upgraded to Platinum. So that's going to be, of course, helpful. In some cases, pretty much will be the home team throughout the rest of the playoffs, especially if we get to the national championship game. Because we did have by far have the best record in college football this season, so that's going to be very helpful. But yeah, great win there for us. And of course, now we're getting some of that recognition here. Of course, yeah, SEC champions. So congratulations there to Bryce, Calhoun, and the rest of the Bulldogs, having another amazing performance here, majority Bryce, coming in as a transfer guy and trying to, this new team, these players, majority of these players have been playing with each other. They've already won a national championship a year prior to this, and now have to adjust to a whole new quarterback, and of course Bryce adjusting to a whole new coordinators and system and whatnot. He did a great job there, stepping up to the plate and really taking that role as the leader of this team. There you see offensive coordinator there, Blue Lindsay, I should say, offensive coordinator there of the year. Congratulations there to him. And of course, Ja'Carry Brown is their quarterback there for USF. What is going on? I know we didn't have the best performance there. We didn't have, more than, we had total of 3 touchdowns. We had two passing and 1 rushing. But are you kidding me? I think by far Bryce Calhoun, yeah, he had the most yardage, more touchdowns, and fewer interceptions. But he's on the second team ACC, all ACC team. So, the only thing I can imagine why he is not the Heisman Trophy winner is because this is his first full season with the Bulldogs, and he didn't, of course he played his first 2 years there at Kennesaw State. Came up as one of the finalists, but never did win it. He was mentioned quite a few times there. But if you look at his numbers compared from this season compared to Brown's, he by far should have won that Heisman. He had 3 fewer interceptions, but 4 more touchdown passes. So as you take a look there, Player of the Year goes to Brown. We're in the runner-up again, so we don't get Player of the Year. Coach of the Year, Neil Hobbs there, just the third place. We're also the backup there as QB there for the QB award. We come in second place there. A couple other Bulldogs as well coming up as runners up, or at least showed up on the list there. I don't see any winners so far here yet winning awards, but that's the only reason I think that we got snubbed. And I feel like we got snubbed pretty hard. So we'll definitely have to figure out what we need to do for next year. Okay, so tight end won the award. Of course, our offensive coordinator won the the best coordinator of the year. Okay, linebacker, we won that award. So yeah, we didn't really win the awards that. Not saying they didn't the awards that matter, but because all these awards matter, but it just stinks that we have to now prove ourselves here. And so take a look at what the 12-team playoff looks like. Ohio winning the MAC there, got a bid there. Now they're going to be taking on Stanford. Oregon State taking on South Carolina, which I really think that right there, that's where I already know who we're going to be playing. It's going to be South Carolina that's going to be winning that one there. Oregon taking on Penn State. They'll have to take one of those two. Have to take on UCF, and then Tennessee taking on Notre Dame, and they'll have to take on Ohio State. But yeah, I already have a feeling that we're going to have to take on South Carolina. And of course, that's a rematch from this past year against them, and that one was another close game that we almost barely walked away with. Take a look at your All-Americans here, and of course we got a couple of Georgia Bulldogs there on the first team. Second team, it looks like we got a guard who's on the second team list. Any more players here? Okay, Harris, the corner for us. And then the freshman team, looks like so far here. Come on, go down the list. Do any freshmen here are going to be on our team? I imagine we probably don't. I don't think there's a freshman that sticks out in my head that could possibly, nope. Yeah, that's what I thought. So no freshmen there for representing the Georgia Bulldogs, but there you see the top 25 there, and of course that'll be your final top 25 of the season. Well, with the exception of maybe after there'll be one more top 25 list before the actual season is, because we're in the playoffs right now. So bowl week is coming up. The first bowl games, of course, the first round of the college football playoffs will be, of course, happening. And we'll of course find out who we'll be playing, which, like I said, it's going to be South Carolina. It's no doubt it's going to be those. I feel like that's going to be the case here for that matchup there. So we're going to kind of prepare ourselves for South Carolina for the most part. But yeah, South Carolina is just too strong of a team. They're not going to give in to Oregon State or something like that. So, but we'll see how things turn out. Hopefully, we can, hopefully we're prepared going into that next matchup there, and get ready to play some more tough SEC football in the quarterfinal round of the college football playoffs. So, if you guys enjoyed today's episode and of course want to see more, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. And of course, hit that bell notification as well, so you guys can be notified and be the first ones to know when a video of this episode, or should I say of this series or any other series here on the channel, is uploaded to ESGNet plus LP. And then, of course, don't forget to follow us on social media. Our links are down below. And of course, don't forget to go over to our main channel here on YouTube at ESGNet, as we have a great series over there when it comes to college football as well, and of course new Madden, as well as other new content from other new games and series as well. So definitely check out the main channel, and of course so you guys can support both. It's possible. You guys can do it. It's doable. But yeah, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more of the Road to Glory here with Bryce Calhoun. As always, keep yourselves each other healthy, and I will see you guys next time.